The Lost Child by Mulk Raj Anand. Summary of the chapter. Today I am going to explain the chapter The Lost Child, written by Mulk Raj Anand. As the name suggests, the story is about a child who goes to a fair with his parents and was lost in the fair. It was the season of spring, means around February and March. People came out of their houses as the winter season has just ended. They were very happy. Some of them rode on horses, some on bamboos and bullock carts, and yes, some were walking. But the child ran between his parents' legs as they were walking towards the fair. He got fascinated by the things which were sold in different stalls like toys, sweets, and balloons, and he wanted to buy them. But his parents did not buy anything for him, giving some or the other excuse. On the way, when they were going to the fair, he saw a group of butterflies. He tried but was not able to catch them. Suddenly, he saw lot many insects and worms which were coming out of the earth. He stopped again and started looking at them. His parents sat on the edge of a well under the shade of trees in a grove and called him again. He went to his parents. As he entered the grove, the flower petals showered upon him. Again, he got distracted and started collecting those flower petals. While he was collecting the petals, he heard the cooing of doves and he got excited and started shouting, "The dove! The dove!" He was so engrossed that the petals fell from his hands as he forgot about them. Now, again the child and his parents started moving. And on the way, the child saw a banyan tree and started running around it. His parents picked him up and started moving towards the fair, taking narrow winding footpath crossing mustard fields. As they neared the fair, he saw many people going to the fair in groups. The child was fascinated by so many people, but scared as well to see them. At the entrance of the fair, a sweetmeat seller was selling sweets. The child was very fond of barfi and he asked for it from his parents, although he knew that his parents, as usual, will give some excuse for not buying it and say that he is very greedy. Again, he started moving. On the next stall, a man was selling the garlands of gulmohar. The child stopped there and started asking for it again. But this time, again he knew that his parents would again give an excuse for not buying it and say that it is very cheap. So he did not wait for the answer and moved on. Further, he saw a balloon seller selling colorful balloons. The child again got stuck there and wanted to buy all the balloons as they looked like a rainbow, but he knew that his parents would again give excuse that he is too old to play with those balloons, and he moved forward. Next, he saw a snake charmer who was playing a flute to a snake whose head was raised like a swan, and the snake was dancing on that music. That child again got fascinated towards that snake and the music, but as he knew that his father would say that you should not listen to that unpleasant music, he again moved forward. All of a sudden, the child saw a roundabout moving in a full swing. People were sitting on it and enjoying it. The child again got stuck, and this time he boldly told his parents that he wanted to sit on that roundabout, but there was no reply. He turned to look for his parents and looked everywhere, but his parents were not there. The child realized that he was lost. All of a sudden, he started crying for his parents, running here and there, looking for them. He was scared, sad, and panic stricken, and did not know what to do. His yellow turban untied and fell, and his clothes became dirty. He started sobbing. His eyes were filled with tears, and he was not able to see clearly. He looked carefully at everybody, but could not find his parents. He saw a temple and ran towards that, looking for his parents. The place near the temple was very congested, but still he tried his best to look for his parents and moved ahead. But he was pushed by the people. He was scared that he would be crushed under the feet of the crowd. The child shouted on the top of his voice, listening to which a man in the crowd bent down and picked him up in his lap. The man somehow managed to come out of that crowd and asked the child about his whereabouts. The child did not answer any of his questions and started crying more bitterly and said that he wants to go to his parents. The man tried to make him feel relaxed and took him to a roundabout and asked him if he would sit on the roundabout. The child said crying, I want my father, I want my mother. Although some time back he desperately wanted to sit on that roundabout, but now he doesn't want. He loved his parents so much that he wanted them only. The man moved forward and reached the snake charmer and requested the child to listen to the beautiful music of the flute. But the child shut his ears with his fingers and shouted loudly that he wanted his father and mother. He then offered the child a garland, but the child again turned his face and demanded for his parents. The child was very unhappy. The man thought he should buy sweets for the child to make him happy and went to the sweet shop. He asked the child for his choice of sweets. But the child again refused for the sweets and said that he wants his father and mother. So finally, we saw that in the beginning the child was demanding for those things, but his parents refused to buy them for him. But when he was lost in the fair, the strange man who picked him up was offering the same things to him. But the child denied for them. It shows the child loved his parents more than anything else. It is human nature that we understand the value of something after losing it.